I forgot to do the glasses check today. Welcome everyone. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Tuesday. It is cold and it is raining here. It's been raining all afternoon. It's about 45 degrees right now, so yeah. It's pretty shitty outside. Welcome to the Igloo. My name is the Iceman Cometh. Welcome to my little corner of Twitch. We're going to be continuing our Forbidden West playthrough. We've got a companion mission to do first. Katalo is going to get a new arm tonight, apparently. So we got to do the... All right, let me get some lotion here on my hands. There are two things that I hate. That is dry hands and cold feet. So let me take care of... I got socks on my feet, so my feet are good. Get some lotion on my hands and we'll get going here. So we're going to do that first, and we've got the next story mission. We went to San Francisco on Saturday and went to Pharaoh's... yeah, went right there to Pharaoh's place, San Francisco. We needed the whatever it was called, Omega clearance, so that we can lay a trap for Hephaestus, so we can capture it. But we've got some conversation. Oh, there it is. Aaron is rocking out.
The matriarchs would cry if they read this about the old ones.
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging.
It kind of was.
Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world.
That wasn't the point.
I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though.
Yep.
They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Katalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
That's what we're going to be doing after we do Katalo's mission. We'll talk to everybody in here first, though.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If
What about
anyone can
Zoe?
make it happen, it's you, Varl. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
She's done that to him twice already. Yeah, we need to talk to Alva too, because I think she's got a personal mission too.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
Hey, Rainbow Brat, how's it going? Welcome.
You look like you have something on your
How
mind.
are you? I'm good.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that
A
gift,
lot.
it's our responsibility.
Yeah.
If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let's see. See, we already had that conversation, so we're done with her.
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
No problem. This is my game for this year. This is the one that I absolutely had to have and had to play. Okay, probably, oh yeah, I guess we do. Talk to Katalo.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least
Yep.
I avoided that.
Yep, first game is in my top 10 ever. This one is definitely pushing it to this point.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
ready.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
It's for everybody. Okay. Testing the arm.
I should go get
We'll
ready.
do that in just a
I
minute.
await your orders.
I think I already know. We already know on the map where the location is. We need to meet him somewhere. All right, so let's talk to Alva. We should be able to pick up her mission here. I'm guessing that's why she's got a green question mark over, or exclamation point over her head.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable.
She's a smart cookie, too.
Everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark.
Haven't seen her
name. The legacy
name.
tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
He's dead.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat
We just talked
advice
about
from
that.
Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
Told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years,
She's a very
actually.
anxious person.
I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
Okay.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse...
That's where we met her.
I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan.
Whoa.
My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created.
Okay.
It's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. You might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, You're much better at fighting machines than I am.
You got plenty of practice.
I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay. Yeah, so what we've been doing
Go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions.
last
about
few
the
days
pulse
is we've
generators.
been doing personal
May our
missions
path lead to
and
truth.
or cauldrons first,
And like I said, I'll let you know when
and then
I'm
a
in
story
landfall.
mission after that.
We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Since the new side quest, that's for her. Since the story missions are so meaty in this game, take a while to get through, which is good. Alright, where did he go? Oh, let's go back to, let's see, her room is over.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh, that's Catalo. This is her room right here. Oh, no, sorry. The focus. Why is it that I always... God, this place is so small, but I always get confused on where her room
Maybe
is.
The power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah. The one with the chest on it, because there's a stash in here. There's also her spear. Her original spear from the first game. And that globe that you see, that's a globe hanging on a little pedestal back there by the other exclamation point. That's the globe that she found on Elizabeth Sobek's body at the end of the first game. So she keeps it there.
So much of who I am is because of Rost. Even now, he's still teaching me. And he'd probably scold me for taking so long to learn the lesson. All this time, I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better.
All right, where are my rocks? It takes so long to get through the options at the bottom now. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that they did in this. As well as Aaron is listening. Hey, Eldon, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Aaron is rocking out again. Aaron has found heavy metal. Or at least rock and roll. Okay, so now that we've talked to everybody, we picked up Alva's side mission. So let's go do Catalo's, which is right here. So we've already talked to him about it. We just need to go do it now.
This should help.
Oh, we did it? Huh. Okay. We'd already done this part. We'll do it again.
You have something to say?
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
He's a
Like
good
I
dude.
said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the 10 guide your way.
Yeah, it's to the north. Got any rumors? I can't imagine there'd be too many left as late as we are in the game. We can pick up some berries. Never have enough berries.
Let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
No, I think I'm pretty much past what you can offer me there, brother. All right, so we're supposed to meet him here. Let's grab the shelter there. We're pretty much... Oh, by the way, I've hit the full, the level cap, yesterday. So we are at 50, so there are no more XPs to gain. But we still get skill points for doing errands and side quests and story missions and stuff.
I think
So
this is where Kotalo wanted to test out his new arm, even though he didn't say how exactly. I should let him know I'm around and find out. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
let's see the arm.
Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Okay.
I wonder how much snow's gonna pile up. Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
Okay, I'm waiting for you. Oh, talk to him.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
I thought it was gonna be something like a thunder jaw. He's missing a finger.
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Shut that machine down quick with shock ammo.
All right, do we do our usual? Just shoot, just hit it with. Oh, bullshit.
I'm not finished with you.
I'm not everything. Something else.
See, yeah. See, one of, oh man. You guys have heard me say this many times in this playthrough. All the damn tail attacks and leaping attacks. Ridiculous. Jesus Christ.
Are you in trouble? You're not the only one with ammunition. I will not fall to you. I am a weapon.
you'll probably throw some for me whether I feel like I need it or not.
Won't give up. Here, fight me.
Oh, well, I don't. Well, ice will do. Fuck.
For you. What would it take?
A moment before it thaws.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you stuck?
You were well trained. I'll try and pick it up.
Wow.
Outlander!
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Machine's resistant to fire.
Yeah, but it's not just fire, it's explosives too.
This thing follows the floor. I'll take it.
Should we just let Catalo do the rest? I mean, he wants to kill it bad. Adonis, thank you for the biddies. Oh, and he triggered the Reaper.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works
Thank
fine.
you.
Agreed.
How's it going?
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels
Kicked my ass, didn't he?
wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
Legendary
I'll be
weapon?
with you, Aloy.
He just walks off by himself. All right. Oh, ancient sculpture. Oh no, wait a minute. We got just some parts. Yeah. Some components. One of the biggest changes to me in this game is, and those of you that have been here probably tired of me complaining about it, is, I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything like that, but all the leaping attacks that the machines have now, and all the machines that have a sweeping tail attack, man, oh man. At times it is ridiculous. And to compound it is how long it takes her to get up off the ground when she gets knocked down. I mean, what, we're talking about a good, what, maybe 3 or 4 seconds? Man, oh man, like I said, ugh. It does. And speaking of that, the enemies, the machines, well, the human enemies too, I guess. They do seem to be a little bit smarter about recognizing when those are on the you know, on the battlefield, so to speak. You see, you'll have to explain what that means to me, because I see a lot of references to iframes. I'm not sure what people mean by that. And I do have the skill that will allow me to, it costs less resources when you're invincible during a roll. Okay. It's supposed to be, is my understanding, Eldon, that it's the enemy you're easier to detect at the higher difficulties. So we're on normal. I mean, we're not, yeah, we're not on anything special here. All right, so story mission time. Time to do the next one. Let's top off on our mats here. We'll grab a save. Because every time I hear iframes, I think Internet Explorer. So it's kind of, you know. Gemini with normal, yes, they do. Like I said, any, you know, like you saw there, the sawtooths, those freaking burrowers, man. Oh my God, I hate those things. The burrowers, they've got the leap lashers, do it too. But yes, indeed. That's why you see me try to invent invincible animation frames. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, with Omega clearance secured, Gaia should be able to subdue and capture Hephaestus at Cauldron Gemini. Aloy must prepare for the mission. Okay, so now we got to go all the way back. Talk to Gaia. So we picked up Alva's personal mission before we went out for that one that we just did. So we'll do tomorrow or Friday, I guess. What we're doing tonight is we'll start off the stream on Friday with Alva's personal mission, and then we'll do whatever the next story mission is after that. Or maybe we'll do a Cauldron because we got an extra hour on Friday. So
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello, Aloy.
Hello.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini?
Yes.
Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Only if there's anything new. Which there is.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep,
well, they
glad that didn't happen.
kind of partially did that anyway with CO.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection
Interesting.
to the
I wonder if
facility
we'll
was
find
abruptly
that.
severed.
If we'll find that here. Okay, so that's not grayed out, so we'll look at that one.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that.
I was going to say, it was her choice.
She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive.
Eager. Capital
A
E.
particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
Like a Roomba.
When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
There's already visible differences or visible changes on the area around Plainsong.
About Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships, different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
We'll go over this for those of you that didn't see that part before.
Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Yep.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Ghostbusters.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's go.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
All right, boy, let's do
I'll get everyone together.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Miss B!
Welcome, everyone.
Thank you for the host. Just in time. We're getting ready to start a story mission. Happy Tuesday.
Didn't anybody ever tell you it's rude to leave
Connections
before
in
the
place.
cake's cut?
Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off.
How are they gonna know if she gave the all clear if
cage the
this
beast.
radio silence?
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Yeah, countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Oh shit.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come.
Varl, stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
Stay back.
I'll take this one. Take this ammo.
Get back.
There we go. Trench.
Of course, I didn't really check to see what that guy was vulnerable to. Acid.
We're safe, Aloy.
You can't use all its attacks. Aloy, need a hand over here.
We're safe.
Jesus. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Stay back. Get back.
Acid and fire.
Somewhere.
Over here, you. Try burning it.
Yeah, I know.
Aloy, need a hand over here. Draw it away from Beta.
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta and Varl. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Yep.
Deeper into the
Deeper,
facility.
yeah. We're gonna have to go in.
I'll
We're
drive it
going
back
in,
here.
guys.
I'll get the cracked core.
Hey, they said enough.
Yeah.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Any opportunity it gives me. I will go pick up more stuffs. It's also it can also be a little frustrating at times because you don't know, you're supposed to be able to scan for weaknesses, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You don't always have time to do that.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe, Varl.
Said that already. It might be. Okay. Here we go. We're going in, guys.
I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
So we can fight it again. And pick up every little thing we find.
Oh, no, you don't, Hephaestus. I'll find another way over.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Hold on just a second, please.
It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down.
I have no idea.
Those carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Okay. Man, I'm telling you, Eldon. You are a jinx to my stream, man.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't
Explore
sound
the
good.
two.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
the power node. I think that could work.
I think it could. I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Oh, we scooter. Yeah, misbehave. You don't need help with that.
Just a little longer. Okay. Now how to drive Festus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. Maybe I should deal with these machines first.
Oh, come on. I hit the button.
Time to let go.
I'm trying to let go. Let go, girl.
Spot it. Gotta move.
Yeah, see, here's another one of those fucking leapers.
Those machines are in a hurry.
Alright, where'd the other one go? Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, I need my other bow.
I can keep going.
Okay, so we know that can be interrupted.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Asbestos has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
No!
See what I can do.
Slowly, 82%.
Alright, that's what she's talking about there then. Yes, these are the fucking leap lashers here. See? It's like, fucking A, man. It takes her forever to get up off the ground.
Emergency. Urge the pipeline. J85. Override unit security parameters.
Come on, take it. You might need it.
Cycle pipelines A2 and B63.
That'll dampen its attacks.
Asshole. Alright, we got a plow horn down there. Acid.
Clear debris from materials.
And purge water.
403.
Shit, should I try and scan the damn thing? Can I? Yeah, I probably need to Yeah, see, that's the bad thing about the damn warrior bows. They're essentially SMGs. They don't have range for shit.
Got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Ugh. I would rather fight two Thunderjaws at the same time than fight those little shits. Yes. Exactly.
Announcements complete. 100% FSA.
All right, let's replenish just in case. Ah, shit, I don't have any more. That is gonna suck. Because I use those things a lot. Because they're so damn useful. And I keep forgetting about the damn radio blast too. Shit. God damn it. I should have used that there. Would have been perfect.
Purge from pipeline J85. Purge equals retreat to materials. Caster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Energy containment fail. Safes overridden.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
Oh shit. What the hell?
I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Over the shield.
Haven't used the smoke bombs much. Might be time to start thinking about that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Catch a ride.
I gotta find a way past this shield.
Or not. Why didn't she grab it?
Maybe there's a way over the shield.
Well, yeah, that's what I just tried to do. You wouldn't grab it, girl. Thank you.
All right. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Anteaters.
Don't think shock ammo will help.
Fire and purge water.
Engage manufacturing cycle X97 now.
Alright, so we got watchers. Spike snouts, which are anteaters essentially. Well, at least I didn't topple it this time. Where's Baldahar when you need him?
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, this doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
You're on guard for now.
Oh, great. Fire bellow back. Lovely.
Production policy 059284.
Even the big guys have a big leaping attack. Lovely.
Cycle icons A 63.
here we go with another leaper with a tail attack too.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Now see, that's the way it's supposed to go.
Announcement complete. 82% imminent. Retreating to construction bay 1.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Yeah.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
That machine Festus was building. It must have finished it.
Oh boy.
It's powerful. Whatever it is.
Any wagers? Thunderjaw? No, don't need that. Don't need that. No, we got
I'm almost
some.
done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract
No,
the
stay where you're
machine.
at.
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay?
Thank you.
Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Intruder targeted. Not one. That's capturing repair. Cauldron. Infiltrating cauldron. You sabotaged cauldron. Iona. You are a violation. But no.
All right, let's see. So we have no idea what this is going to be. Bombs away. Trip caster, not sure that's going to work. Rope caster, spike thrower is pretty damn good weapon. Bolt caster. Shredder gauntlets are interesting. They throw a disc. You can see the discs in the center of the screen there. They throw a disc that go out to whatever you're targeting and essentially rattle around a little bit, doing damage and component damage and stuff, and it comes back towards you. If you can catch it, you can throw it again. And I don't know how many times you have to throw it, but supposedly if you throw it back enough, and you notice this hasn't even been upgraded either. If you throw it back enough, supposedly it'll make big boomies. Let's see, do we have... We got to make sure everything's got something in a mod slot. I think everything does. It keeps telling me I've got unused mods. Well, of course, I've got like 50 of the things. That one's got an open slot there. What do we put in here? Plasma and shock. We'll do that since that's what it does. All right, let's do this.
Your interference will be terminated. Deploying.
Oh, slaughter spine. All right, I've fought one of these things before. They do plasma.
I should scan it first.
Did.
Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
And of course, as soon as I switch away from that,
Finished charging. It's covered in plasma. It's gonna take more.
yeah, always does.
Ugh. It got plasma on me. It's gonna explode any second. Its attacks aren't doing much damage.
All right, so much for that. I mean, it did some damage, but let's see. Do we want to do 2 of these? Sharp shot. All right, get up, get up, get up.
Got a piece of it. It's charging up again. It's done.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
Don't forget to loot the body. Look at all the purple. Wow. Overdraw damage. 15%. Okay, speaking of overdraw, let's put our sharp shot back. And it is just so useful. All right, clear the room. Oh, and by the way, for Miss B and all of the women out there, happy International Women's Day today. Thank you for all that you do and all of your awesomeness. All right, let's do this. I'm sure we're going to have another fight in the other room when we get back in there.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Retreating to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge.
4.5 hours.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Okay, see you guys in 4.5 hours. It's real time.
Aloy, look.
Oh, an override? Run! Get Gaia. Oh,
Well,
shit.
hello, redundant copy. You cost us
Wait a
quite
minute, you're
lot of
supposed to be
time.
dead.
Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Okay, now that's twice now that he's had something heavy dropped on him.
Ooh!
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
No!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! No, I can't even see her.
You fuckers are so dead.
Beta.
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
She did.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay.
Where? Yeah, exactly. Where? Oh, another interlude. Okay.
What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
Ah, okay, I've been here. I know where we are on the map, but where we are inside the building. Underground, obviously. Oh, interesting.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Okay, what's missing in that?
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust, by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. I should move on.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Done so soon?
Done so soon, there's nothing else to look at.
Worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save, not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
I didn't see anything else in there, plus the objective isn't there anymore. I've looked at it all.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
Continental breakfast.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done? You think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them.
And came
lived with them
back.
for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down.
There's no plate for her.
There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill...
See that structure in the background? Looks very, very futuristic. I think that is maybe their base here. For those of you that were here...
Are as empty as your future.
No, I don't think it's a ship. I think it's just some kind of facility. Those of you that remember me, that were here that day, remembered me talking about exploring a certain section of the map and seeing something off in the distance that I didn't think I should have been able to see based on where I was in the story. That's it. That is what I saw off in the distance. And I immediately turned around because Aloy made a comment like, I forget exactly what she said, but she said something to the effect of, you know, that must be where the Zeniths are or something like that. That's what I saw.
Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found
Silence.
a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything, except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way, one that only I know about, while Silence and my friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
I wanted to get one earlier, but obviously this one will have a spoiler tag on it when I put it in Discord, like the one with Ted the other day.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step, an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated, and I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Well, you better make that right after we rescue her.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you
I'm trying to determine what the mesh is. Is she some kind of
I climbed my way out
cyborg?
of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely
This part here, right?
Intelligence on my own.
And down the front.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Faro's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes.
Is that my
Finally,
couch?
Having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, or the few, or the one.
It looks impossible. Look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Woo!
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice.
We're going to take Regala down.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
We got aerial bombing.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When.
Boomies. We got boomies.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Yeah, see, so that's it over there. Let's see. Yeah, so this is where I was, and you notice I don't know if it sounds like we're going to get a flying mount maybe out of this next mission. And we probably need that to get over there. I don't know, but I'll go ahead and burn one of my fast travel packs to go over to the spot where I was. Yeah, you can see it better from over here, obviously, and this is where I was. Actually, I was coming down the hill somewhere when
Just to let you know,
when she
I'm
made
now
the comment.
patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
All right, so it's got a shield around it, which I did not know before, so...
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Okay, so we've got an hour. It's the same old thing. Don't know how long the main story missions are going to be, so we'll save this one for Friday. Yeah, and you can see the Horus there. The leapers be few. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case, Eldon, but thank you. Thank you anyway. Let's see. Oh, we could do Talana's mission. We've got the next part of Talana's. Okay, so we've got two choices here. We got about an hour. Which would you prefer that I do? Would you prefer that I do Talana's, the next part of Talana's mission? I don't know if it's the last one or not. Or we could do Alva's personal mission, which we just picked up earlier today. So while you guys decide... Actually, let me put up a poll. because I have to go to the restroom. So let me go do the restroom thing while you guys are voting in that. So hold off there. We'll do 3 minutes. That'll give me a minute to go do all that. So, all right, here goes the poll. And I will always have the options to do bits or channel points for extra votes if you choose to. So let me go do my stuff. I'll be right back. I'm not going to put up a screen or anything, so I'll be back. I had a feeling that was going to be the vote. So what we'll do is we'll do Talana's, and we may have to have a few minutes of filler time. Miss B stacked it. Look, you were the only one that voted. We'll do that. Yeah, and so you got a couple of side missions here that are obviously on hold. I'm wondering if Wings of the Ten, because that's, you know, those are the Tanakh that kind of worship the fighter squadrons, or the fighter squadron JTF-10, which is where the Wings of the Ten comes from. So I'm gonna get, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm guessing we're gonna get some kind of flying mount from that, and we'll need that for those. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do Talana's mission and then fill up the rest of the time that's left. On Friday, we'll do Alva's, and then we'll do the next story mission. Yeah, Wings of the Ten. I'm assuming that whatever's after that's probably the end of the game. So we might be finishing this on Friday night. All right, let's go say hi to Talana. Woohoo! No, that's not where we're going. Need to know. She is right here. Oh, that's right. There's no campfire here.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
Apparently, you're not the only one. But you probably knew.
Dunes might look peaceful.
Okay, so oh, we did some side mission for these two offline. That's what the exclamation is for. Almost all of the side missions. Yeah, I'm 100. I'm probably about 105, but probably 10 or 15 of that is just
hot.
Exploring.
Steel flame! Look what the desert wind blew in.
I'm standing right here, Porgy.
Stop calling me that.
You used to love that name.
She took out the bristlebacks pretty much alone.
Porgy's lucky I came out west. This place needs a lot of work.
Ha! You should have seen when we first got here. It was just a puddle in the sand.
Well, this ain't much of an improvement.
You really set things right around here, Steel Flame. For the delve, and with my sister.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Thank you, Aloy.
Steel Flame! Look what the desert winds blew in.
I'm standing right here, Porgy.
Stop calling me that.
Okay.
You used to love that name.
Get rid of the exclamation mark and I'll walk away.
Porgy's lucky I came out west. This place needs a lot of work.
Ha! You should have seen when we first got
here it is.
It was just a puddle in the sand.
Well, this ain't much of an improvement.
Restock. Yeah. Yeah, and it should surprise no one that it would take over 100 hours for me to complete a game like this. If I haven't mentioned it before, there is a skill that you can get that will have it such that if you craft your ammo at a workbench like I'm doing now, it takes less resources. Now I probably need to go back over here and just replenish what I just used. Yep. And there's obviously nothing preventing you from still doing it out in the field. But actually, let's take a look. Where are we at? Okay, 94 hours. 94 hours, a little bit less than I thought it was. But I have not touched any of the arena stuff. I have not touched any of the melee pit stuff. Nothing at all. I've unlocked it, but that's it. Talana, what's up?
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggart. He's a scout with this caravan.
Yogurt.
He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amatis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
Where'd you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
So you're a scout for this crew. Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south, we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
Moreland and his showman.
Yeah, that's the fellow.
That reminds me, I found all the ornaments for the lights. We'll go through those
and then there are all the other
at the end of the stream.
Broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back, too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
To scout. Notice that when they're out in the desert that she's got little beads of sweat, or actually everybody does, little beads of sweat on their face.
Did Amatis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Yogurt.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tanakh's territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amatis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Little hanky-panky going on there, maybe?
So...
Oh, and by the way, here's the entire map. By the way, yeah, I've mentioned the other day that all of the campsites, I have physically been to every single campsite that is on this map. Every single one. So that way, when we get to this point of the game, doesn't take long to get there. That is why it takes me over 100 hours to do games that should normally take people about 60 or 70 or 80. But yeah, they mentioned Moreland there. For those of you that were here the night that we did that mission in Vegas, we'll remember him. We had to go down into the ruins and lower the water.
Stash when I need it.
And kill a beast. And as part of that, there's kind of a tie-in with the relic ruins that you see. Well, crap. There's one left. We can't do it yet. Oh, no, there it is. I'm sorry. So there's an ornament. It looks just like a huge... It almost looks like one of the... What is the event on ice where they've got this thing? It looks kind of like a ball, but it's got a handle on it, and they push it, and you've got a couple of guys that are doing the brooms or whatever in front of it to get it to move to get close to the circle. What the hell is the name of that? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it's called. But it looks like one of those things without the handle. It's an ornament. So essentially what you do is you take these back to Vegas, and Stemmer is the guy that you give them to. And I've already done it with all of them. And it essentially turns on Curling. There you go. Thank you. Curling. Yes, that's it. You give it to Stimmer. As you find them, or you can do it after you've done them all, I guess. You can tell him which lights that you want to see, and each one of the ornaments has to do with a festival or a holiday or something to celebrate. Like there's one for Halloween and Valentine's Day and Christmas and the Chinese New Year and stuff like that. So that's what those are. I said we'll go take a look at some of those after we're finished here with the Lady of Fashion.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tanakh territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tanakhs took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on, then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Are you sure you know where you're going, Talana?
I think he just needs to know.
Oh man, we should have had the Benny Hill for that. I see purple over there, some kind of trap. Some plasma trap there, some explosive trap there.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him! Oh, that Fireclaw's right on his heels.
He's no match for it alone. Come on.
Talana?
We've got your back. More ammo coming your way.
That hurt our big friend.
Ninja. Which way was that? Thanks, Miss V. It's generally good to get the traps because a lot of times you can get machine muscle. Oh, except for that one. I was getting a lot of machine muscle in a mission I did earlier.
That must be your Nora friend. Aloy?
Yeah.
You're here to find her, yeah.
And you're still adapted
Yeah, see, there's the plasma one right there. Glow blast. Maybe it's only a certain type that gives you the machine muscle. Okay, so Miss B, you were talking about Jay earlier. What did he think of Forbidden West compared to Zero Dawn? All right, I think we got everything. Oh, no, we got one more. We got to clean it all up. That? Oh, okay. I didn't know if he'd made a comment to you or not.
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So,
kiss me, you fool.
Be Amadis.
And you must be Aloy. Thalana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Ness's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Thalana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
The blooms burned.
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned, but I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head. I've been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Claw Striders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Well, we're here now, so let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The rot's not far. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
We'll wait here. You with us, Nora? Then let's get going.
Right behind you.
You were saying something before you left. What was it?
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd...
Damn it. At least let him finish the comment.
There it is. The rot.
Those are Regala's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
And let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in.
All right, boy, let's do
The
this!
gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open.
And probably clean it out in the
Check around the sides.
in the meantime.
Might be a way in from the water.
Where are we? Oh. Wait a minute. Well, I mean, she did say the water. Oh boy.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and Amatis in.
Anything to report?
All right, let's hear it. Could do with some training. Sharp.
All right, make sure there wasn't anybody. All right, there's a heavy there.
Are we clear?
Something doesn't feel right. Just can't put my finger on it.
Calm down. If I can get the main gate open, Talana and Amatis can help me clear out the rest of this place.
Hey, did you hear that? No way.
Be very, very quiet.
Anything to report? Scared them all.
There! That was a waste of time.
Okay. Might be a good time to let Talana and Amatis in.
Should we do it all ourselves or should we let them in? It might be just those three that are left.
Anything to report? I'm so tired that I need to stay sharp. Any sign of Hikaru's lackeys?
Need a rest and a bite. This drink wouldn't hurt either.
This is a waste of time. They're gone.
Stay alert. Maybe we missed something.
Yeah, see, he's facing me.
See anything?
Feeling antsy.
It was the other, if he was facing the other way, I was going to try and see if I could do a strike from above.
All clear.
Acid bombs usually do pretty good against the humans. Of course we could.
What's that?
Do that. My favorite rock. Wait a minute. There wasn't anything left for us to do. Thanks, Aloy. Greedy. All right. We can go let him in now. Where?
My squad is full of good soldiers, and that's all I can ask for.
Ah, there's more. Ah, but wait.
I've worked up a thirst. Need some water. Or maybe some wine.
This better not be a prank.
Oh, it's not a prank. This is definitely for realsies.
Okay, patience.
Next time it might not be a false alarm. There.
That's all.
Oh, right up the
Better get that
poop
main gate
chute.
open for Talana and Amatis.
End of the line, Outlanders.
That device is gonna call a machine.
Oh, dead man switch. Teamwork. Oh, shit.
Guess we're too late.
not doing much. Oh, that's Talana. She's firing off her, Oh, da-da-da-da-dum. Oh, missed it.
All right. I think that's the end of it.
Hear that? Must be, Nessie.
Oh, don't have to worry about running out.
All right, let's go loot the body. And whatever else is here. What are you doing, the robot up there? He must have been throwing those down for me since he was stuck up there. Didn't get anywhere. Tide Ripper. Well. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do, but I guess it'll work.
Here.
Sorry.
Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on him.
Freed by Karja. Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
Free is free, buddy.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soldier. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here. I killed her myself.
Nessa?
She switched sides?
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka. Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was. But the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Nessa... Rataka, I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you, Amadis.
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get Godiah to call off the attack, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you. But you were already gone by the time I got there.
I didn't know. But even if I did, I mourned you, and then I moved on.
So if you became Tenakth, how did you end up as a prisoner here again?
My squad was ordered to retake the rot from Regala's rebels. We failed.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised her rebels let you live.
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew. But few Tenakth remember who I once was.
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before, but of course.
Then he got...
I ran for the...
I didn't know. I mourned you.
So we did it all right.
If you were brought here as a prisoner...
I knew it killed me and the others who were held captive. But one day, one of their soldiers stopped in front of my cell, asked how a woman had ended up fighting for the Mad Sun King. As he spoke, I realized he was once Karja.
Vashav.
I heard how he fell at the embassy. He deserved a better death than that. The other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tenakth to let me fight for my life. I won through blood and blade. I became Rataka and never looked back.
What will you do now?
You've taken back the rot. My squad will ensure it stays that way.
So this is it? After everything we've been through, this is goodbye?
It has to be. My place will always be here, and yours is back east. I'm sorry that you've suffered. You deserve better than how the last 5 years have treated you. I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the lowland. Consider it Nessa's final farewell.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts worse. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think you have a lot to figure out. I'll take you back east to the Sendem. After that, I don't know.
Talana, I understand. I'm sorry it came to this.
Me too. Give me an Aloy a moment.
Are you all right?
To be honest, no.
What's going to happen between you two?
I'm not sure. He clearly has a lot more feelings to sort through, and I won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this, for seeing this through with me. No hawk could ask for a better thrush. Or a better friend.
Wow! So, I guess this is it then. You're heading back east.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while, before returning to Meridian. If you find yourself back that way, look for me there.
I will. Safe travels, Talana.
Hugs! Lightning Hunter Bow.
Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light.
It's
Seems
purple.
like she could use a shoulder to lean on.
And there will be. And if we go back there, she'll be there. And there'll be one of those exclamation marks above her head. You have a follow-up conversation. We've had with a lot of... We just gotta find out where she is. Oh, hi. Hi. Watchdog, what's up? We are close to being done. We got one more pit stop to make. A little show and tell.
I found some berries I never seen
I don't see a marker for her. Let's go down here real quick.
And you as well. Armor, style, here we have them both.
Armor, style, here we have them both. Green and blue. No, thank you. Ah! No, she's not in here. Okay, maybe it'll be sometime later. Ignoring me again. All right, let's go to Vegas. Let's see the pretties. Oh, nice. I have heard good things. Okay, let me get situated here. Oh, it's down here. There we go. Oh, I should have. Well, you'll see it. You'll see it shortly. You can see here that there are lights here now. Okay, the one that's it will keep the one that you last showed active until you change it. This is New Year's. Yeah, see, here's another follow-up conversation here, looks like. Oh, it's the two sisters. All right, let's do this.
What if we buried them in the sand? Boom traps.
But then we might blow up everyone, not just the machines.
What are you two working on?
Red!
We're making boom plans.
We struck a deal with Abaddon when we got back. Turns out this place is gonna need some security for all those machines out there. And when he heard how Boomer's invention helped you take down the Vanishing Dread, we convinced him that we were right for the job. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna keep the machines away without blowing everyone sky high.
Not everyone. The flying ones are already in the sky.
Sounds like you both have a lot of work ahead of you.
And a place to call home.
Home of the Boomworks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that name.
All right, go upstairs to see Stemmer.
Heard you helped Moreland and his crew out.
Yep.
You saw to those renegade Canucks?
This is essentially one of the casinos. What was one of the casinos in our time. It is flooded when there's a main story mission that happens in here, and this is where you get the underwater, you know, the diving mask, the rebreather, whatever you want to call it. In order to complete the mission, you had to craft that first. Flood the city, kill the monster, everybody's happy, everybody goes home, and then you get the ability to see all of these lights.
Those lights put on quite a show. Good to see you again, Aloy. The fireworks are still going strong, lighting up the sky like a never-ending party. So, what'll it be?
Christmas.
Seems good.
I hope Abbott.
It'll make it dark. When it switches over the lights, it'll make it nighttime. Make them easier to see.
As sure as sparks kindle flame, this must have been some kind of winter festival. But what kind of beast is that? Almost looks like
it's a reindeer, dude. What kind of beast is that? And so, yeah, you can see all the other the lights that would have been there for the buildings had they still been standing.
The old wordsmith's heart warmed as a friend returned. So, are you feeling festive? Take your pick.
Let's go with this one.
I'll get right to it.
This is, I forget which, Nits and Crits knew what this one was.
Cascade of golden leaves.
Yeah, some golden leaves.
The old wordsmith found himself reflecting inwards. Meditation of the mind. and a calming of the spirit.
Some of them have more, as you saw with the Christmas one, some of them have more items and different colors than others.
From journeys unknown, the Nora returned to the teller of tales and keeper.
As I said at the time, this guy reminds me of Huxley from Cloudpunk.
So, did you want to change the lights?
I want to see this one.
And so the wordsmith set out to bring new light to the ruins above. Ah, this must have been the feast of the crescent moon. But they couldn't have celebrated every crescent moon, could they? By the forge, that'd be a lot of feasts.
Yeah, it did. It was a pretty great game. I enjoyed that one a lot.
She entered once more, our heroine, whom all adore. So, did you want to make some changes around here?
Let's see this one.
You got it. Why by the forge would the old ones celebrate some kind of green leaf?
It's for luck, I think.
That last ale grinding your gears still?
There you go. St. Patrick's Day. It shouldn't surprise anyone what that one is.
Aloy, this old wordsmith is always happy to see you. So, what can I do for you?
Yeah, New Year's Eve. That's the one that was there when we first came up, so.
Let's put this one up.
By our heroine's word, the lights would dazzle the sky. Showers of sparks and serpents. Whatever they were celebrating, it must have been quite a festival.
Unfortunately, you really can't see them outside the perimeter of the buildings here. Like you can't go up to the mountains in the back there and see them from there. It doesn't show them.
The old wordsmith's heart warmed as a friend returned. So, are you feeling festive? Take your pick.
Take your pick. It's Christmas.
This one seems good.
I hope Abaddon is ready for this.
Oh, we did do that one, didn't we?
With all these wintry lights.
Yeah.
The wordsmith had a
what kind of a beast is that?
And sing and get some bells a jingling. Good to see you again, Aloy.
I haven't moved.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Halloween.
Let's put this one up.
By our heroine's word, the lights would dazzle the sky. This is stranger than a spark in a puddle. What kind of festival celebrates bats? By the forge during the party, what did they feast on?
Candy. Sugar.
Aloy, this old wordsmith
and lots
is
of it.
Always happy to see you. So, did you want to change the lights?
Let's see this one.
You got it. Now, what do rabbits, eggs, and flowers have to do with each other? Signs of spring, maybe.
It was a very cool way.
From journeys unknown, the Nora returned to the teller of tales and keeper of ornaments.
It was a pretty cool way to tie in.
So, what'll it be?
Collectibles that you thought didn't even have anything to do with each other.
Let's go with this one.
I'll get right to
it. To make you want to try and find the rest of them to see what the other holidays were.
Flying around. I'd bet shards this one's dedicated to the romantic arts.
There we go.
So she entered once more, our heroine,
whom all adore.
So, did you want to make some changes around here?
All right, let's see. What do we want to leave it with for now? St. Patrick's Day is next, so right. So let's
I want to see this one.
Let's do that one.
So the wordsmith set out to bring new light to the ruins above.
Green leaves.
The leaves of luck were a welcome sight over the ruins, for its new occupants could use all the good fortune they could get. The old
and also
wordsmith's heart warmed as a friend returned. So, what'll it be?
I need to be off.
You know where to find me.
When you complete all of them, he'll tell you, and you'll see it as you bring each one of them up here. There's a chest here that is locked until you collect all of them. And let me see if I can remember which. I think it was a legendary piece of gear. It's not that. I may have to look it up. It might have been that. But as I mentioned earlier, let's see. Shit. It's a pretty interesting. Let's see if we can find something we can use it on real quick. Bristle back. It essentially throws out a disc, as you can see here. It's essentially kind of a glorified slingshot, but you can see she carries it in her hand, and it's got the disc in it, and she'll sling it. It'll go out, hit the target, hopefully, if you aimed it correctly. Rip it up, and then it will return, and you got to keep an eye on it to try and return it. you got to do it right. Hey, watch her. And then obviously, as you saw, depending on what you've got loaded in it, it can do that kind of damage too. I don't know how well it'll work against a tremor tusk. We got one over the hill there. Let's try it, shall we? Let's see what he's weak against.
Wouldn't want to be caught in that sand spiral.
Ice. It doesn't do ice. We could just do regular tear, I guess. We could try acid. Triple shredder. Yeah, you can hear it bouncing around in there.
This is coming.
There we go. I would say that worked pretty well. How many of them do I have left? See, I only used 8, used 8, but I threw a hell of a lot more than 8, right? So, and you saw that as long as I kind of kept it lined up as it came back, that it would go right back into the gauntlet. And that is the legendary version of, I don't know if it's the only legendary gauntlet. And it hasn't been upgraded either. So, you know, you see there you've got, I didn't even try the concentration damage, but upgraded to get more component tear and get some other mods on it too. It'd probably be pretty, you could try that against Gary. You could do a Gary fight and use one of those things. All right, so yeah, that's going to be it for the night, guys, while I load up here. Thank you very much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I think, based on what we saw tonight, we could very well finish this up on Friday night. We still have Alva's personal mission left. To do, and there's other things left to do too. God, this game's got so much stuff in it, and some of the side quests in this game are better than a lot of story missions that you'll see in other games. Really good stuff, and some of the characters are great. Some of the NPCs, and I'm not talking about the people that, I'm talking about the new ones, not the ones that carried over from Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, unfortunately we lost Varl tonight. Assholes. That's for Varl, you son of a bitch. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be it for the night. Thank you very much for coming out. We are off on Wednesday. We are off tomorrow. We are off on Thursday as well. We'll be back at the normal time, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday. I don't know what we're going to do after we're, I think the next playthrough is going to be Mass Effect Andromeda. But I don't know. We may spend a day or two finishing up any side missions and stuff that we have left in this game first before we do that. Yep, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know if I'll be back again. Rage Mage, what is going on? Unfortunately, yes, we are getting ready to shut down. Your timing is the worst. Hey, we'll be back Friday. It's not like I'm retiring after today. But yeah, yes, for those of you that unfortunately you're not going to get the pop-up thing on this screen, it's only on the main screen. But there's the URL anyway for Rage Mage. Awesome person, great streamer as well. He does commissions for your stream related assets, panel buttons, emotes, screens, anything you might need. Check him out too, and he's a good dude too. He also does a couple of streams a week for role playing. He does one with Miss B, which is, I think, is regular D&D, right? And you've got the Star Wars based one, which is, what is it? Malachor, I think is the name of it. I don't remember the full name, but yeah, he does 2 of those a week. You're very welcome. Okay, streamerlinks.com/theiceman cometh. That is where you can find all of my gaming and social media stuffs. Let's see, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, websites, PlayStation, Steam, Xbox, all of that stuff is there. You're welcome to all of it. Thursday, that's right. Hey, we'll be back to Horizon Forbidden West on Friday. I think we're going to be finishing up the story on Friday night. So if you've seen a lot of this and you want to see how it ends, join us. We'd love to have you. All right, so let's see who's on tonight. Well, Polar Bear, thank you. All right, so there is no reason to do the random. There is no reason to do the random raid tonight because there's only one person on, and that would be Dux. So let me get that started manually. For those of you that don't know, Dux is another fantastic streamer in Twitchdom. What's he playing? Oh, I didn't get to see it. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Wait. What happened? Stardew Valley. There we go. If you would like to join us, come say hi to Dux. If you got to go, I completely understand, Miss B. I know you said you had to take a nap earlier, so if you got to go, you got to go. But if you'd like to come over and say hi with us, copy everything after the colon and the raid command Miss B put in the chat above and paste it when we get over there. All right. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I have to go pee. And I got to get out of this sweatshirt because it's a little warm in this room with all this equipment on. So I'm going to get out of here and do all that stuff after we say hi to Don't Fight Dux. So let's go do that. I'll see you guys on Friday night. Enjoy. I'll see you then. This game is awesome. It is fantastic and I love it. I'll see you then. Here's Dux.